My man, my dude, my bro. Emperor protect. God damn.
It will be
Charge! And that, my friends, is how you do it. That's how you handle the rabble. The end of the wearer's turn, they gain temporary wounds equal to the amount of collision damage inflicted by the wearer. Oh my goodness. That was ridiculous. What? Like, I guess the reason they attacked is because they were delusional? Is that really what it boils down to? Is they were delusional. And couldn't help themselves. Like, you might almost mistake all this stuff for, like, chaos shit. Just because of how bad it looks. Like, oh. This is what the dregs of humanity is nowadays. Lots of trap. Aha!
See? Right there. Duty prevails.
Another trap. Like, holy shit.
Favors me today.
Did he just say he begged me for death? Oh, okay. Tech use failed.
I have failed my kin.
What the fuck? Everybody's just rolling like shit, apparently.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Nice. Loses all temporary runes, increases their melee damage by the same amount for 1 round. Nice. If worn by a Death Cult Assassin, when the wearer gains a stack of Blood Blessed, they also gain 10 toughness for 2 rounds. Does not stack. Worn by Death Cultist, whenever the wearer kills an enemy, that enemy explodes in a fountain of blood. Oh, that is juicy. That is indeed juicy. Yep, I've been looking for a set of gloves for her. Nice. Very nice. And where's the thing? Yeah, she doesn't have an amulet either. Very, very nice. I could probably give that to Albert, to be quite honest. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. To lose all his temporary hit points.
Know your duty.
Well, that's definitely a weird looking one. A figure in decaying tatters is rocking to and fro, muttering indistinctly in several different voices, occasionally breaking into hoarse laughter as you come closer. She freezes and turns slowly to look at you. An ugly, rusted mask covers her face. Are you here to take Zelda to the other side? No, 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 no. You're just wandering around in the dark, looking for the light, but it's nowhere to be found. Do you really not see it? Yes, is there another part to the Song of Trailing Blood? She burst out in hysterical laughter. Oh yes, yes, the song. Here, listen, listen. She wandered in eternity and dark, yet was consoled. Web foretold, undying one's blood secrets glowed. A light to guide her, faithful soul, faithful fold. But threads must end, and so the spider did that which was owed, her life and death the ship bestowed. She laughs again. You'll see, you'll see. Learn to see. Look into the darkness. Look, look. Look into the darkness. You peer into the darkness, and you are gradually able to make out the outlines of an object hidden in the shadows. Rotting corpses, rough walls, the twitching death throes of infected people left here to die. You see no light in this place, only more darkness and despair. You don't see, do you? You don't see! She shakes her head frantically and starts tearing off her rags. Stripes of her decaying flesh peel off along with them. You will not see until you become like Zeda, the flesh and blood of the ship. How do I become the flagship's blood? Oh, Zeda will show you, and you'll see true light. Come, come now! Like, I love how the leper just strips naked. It's great, right? Is that really what we're supposed to do? Huh. We did the Medica test, but it didn't do anything. I guess he's just gonna die.
Guide my path to glory.
Too bad. Too bad, bro. Too bad. Alright, where the hell did she go? Ah, I see. This thing, huh? Whee! Well, here we go. The rotating blades promise nothing but a senseless and brutal death. Slipping past them would require some unreasonable precise calculations, or blind luck. While listening to the air currents for a moment, you think you hear Zeda's whispered prayer rising from the depths of the shaft. Hang on a second. Sorry. Oh, my son. It's just being a funny little bugger. All right. Okay. Pray to the Emperor. I put my life in your hands. Shout to the shaft. Yeah, let's do dogmatic. It's weird that it requires a follower when I am a dogmatic person. Pray to the Emperor. I put my life in thy hands, for I believe truly that thou wilt protect. The words come easily, and all of your doubt fades. Somehow you know with certainty that your life will not end here. Jump. Come to your senses! I know, right? Stop! Don't do it! Whee! And there it is. Temple of the Bloodspun Web. Nice. Well, well, well. Looks like I'm here.
The divine watches over us.
He bows his head reverently. Okay. So... well, that's interesting. There's goods over there. If I fail, though, I'll become fatigued. Wait, my other permanent thing is gone? Oh, so it's not actually permanent. Okay. Well, shit. I guess it was just for a little while, I guess. Did I fail? No, I succeeded.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
expand their temple even higher. I mean, was it really worth it? Just to get a little bit more. Really, really? Really, really, really? Doesn't really feel like it, does it?
Let us walk this path to the end.
But I guess that's the whole point, right? Is to raise your, what you call it? Is that a trap? I'm going to assume the answer is yes and act accordingly. Okay. And now we go down. Down, down, down. This quest, man. Like, what the hell? Here's another thing. Did I actually... Okay. So we did enough.
Martyrs.
I still need to go
need
get
to
up all that
closer.
loot, but, you know, it's either here nor there. Having some pretty good rolls, man. That's disgusting. The bones of their comrades are their bedding. Lovely. Succeeded. Known to induce visions of hallucinations. Oh look, it's Cabela. How the hell did she get down here? The Vizier of the Blood-Spun Web, a frail old man, gray beard tinged with blood, floats his wrinkled hands in a ritual gesture. His body was covered with scars, some old, some fresh. His eyes are sewn tightly shut. His mouth is cleft at both corners, making his jaw seem eerily snake-like. Oh, he's Joker. Nice. Chest under a stairway, hidden chest? Yes, exactly. And the lady of the Ark walked the paths of unlife, in the footsteps of the web's very first spinner. And the servants of death bowed before her, for the Daemon is the giver of life. The old man goes still, his head turned to the side. He nods toward the temple's muffled silence. Yes, yes, truth like a stream pours from your lips. We welcome her as the tenants demand. Oh, there's my party. Your hues are almost as pale, as gray as your beard. But what is this? She flinches and takes a shuddering breath. A scarlet whirlwind shines through the faded colors. A thin blade appears in the old man's trembling hand. Although his arms are stiff and they look as they can barely bend, the next instant the dynasty's symbol is etched on his forehead, dripping blood. With a brief motion, he flicks the blood off his blade, and several drops land on your face. The blood-spun web welcomes you, new lady. Welcomes its new lady. I am the Vizier. For many years I have waited, and now you are here. We have waited, whispers echo his words from the shadows. Why is it that you invited me here? Death whispered your name and commanded us to honor you with a sacred ritual. But only inside the temple can the spinners perform it. The Vizier is suddenly distracted by someone invisible and nods toward the empty space. Yes, we are glad she has reached this place. We are glad to serve. What do you mean waited for many years? It was not so long ago that I made my acquaintance with the cult. As I delve into my divinations from the fresh flesh and blood of the departed ones, I turn to a relic most ancient and priceless. It is his tarot. Excuse me. Inherited by the cult from the matriarch spider who spun the first thread. One of the readings I did back when I still had strength to leave the temple and usher souls to their final journey. That was when the intricate tangle of destiny I glimpsed our meeting. But when we would meet, alas, was not revealed to me, so I waited year after year, and now the hour has come. Is he gonna fucking fight me? Is that what's gonna happen? You are a psyker. You sense a strange disturbance around the Vizier. It is similar to the one that appears around Cabela, but stronger. He is not a psyker, or else he is such a powerful one that he can conceal his gift. However, his psychic potential is definitely higher than that of the average mortal. They are people like that in the Imperium, undiscovered by Inquisitional hunters. They live their lives as individuals with a reputation for having strange things happen to them on occasion. Perhaps this decrepit old man is indeed capable of gleaning something more from the Emperor's turret than just painted pictures. Vizier, is that some sort of title? It is the name we give the first spinner, the one who has learned the wisdom of the tenets of the web in order to lead others. I may have a duty to instruct and spin bloody threads, but in all other ways I am as much his servant and yours as anyone else in this temple. And the reason you forced me to jump through a fucking spinning bladed shaft? The spinners guided them along a different trail. You had to take the step, for only you were meant to become the flagship's blood, Daman. There is no reason to test the faith of those who follow you, for this burden was for the lady to bear. And how did you manage to erect an entire temple in the middle of the ship without anyone noticing? Followers of the cult once inhabited the tunnels between the bays and the bulkheads, until threads of fate were tangled and the dolmen of ages past gaze us into this compartment. We set ourselves to building spacious halls where the shadows and images of him and the spinners themselves would whisper of death. And thus the temple that you see began to change with the succession of viziers and cult's generations. We are building still, slowly but surely. Okay, I have walked the path. What now? The Song of Trailing Blood tells of a path fraught with trials. By accepting it and setting out on that path, you pass the first one, the trial of resolve. For not everyone is prepared to shun their fear and doubt and embark on a search for the unknown. I searched for death. The trail of compassion was the second one. You passed it when you put yourself, albeit briefly, in the service of another soul, a man suffering from burns. For the choice between life and death is to be made only by those willing to take responsibility for the pain of another. The third was the trial of justice. In assuming the role of judge for an apostate of your faith, you declared your right to influence the balance of life and death that errant soul had upset. And the fourth was the trial of duty. Duty always leads to death. We are prepared to render our duty to the Undying One, fearless and accepting of our purpose, which is to serve him. You too have proven yourself prepared, and the 4 trials have brought you here. The path I've walked has helped me understand myself better. For the tenets teach us that the lessons learned is in itself the supreme reward for one who is open to self-discovery. The Vizier's sewn-shut eyes seem to peer into your face, studying it. Then he turns away and speaks into empty space. Peace, my brother. The time has come. And who is it you talk to all the time? Vizier turns his head as if looking around the temple. I see echoes of those who came before us, and those who were here with us, but have since crossed over to the other side. My brothers and sisters raised by the cult. I hear them from beyond their deaths. They share their wisdom. I heed them. The other spinners, they hear not, for that burden is mine to bear. And your eyes being sewn shut, are you blind, or is that another of the cult's rituals? I was sighted for much of my life, until a disciple of mine violated the tenets, and I realized just how blind I had been. A lesson, but a bitter one. To look with one's eyes alone is to be easily fooled, but the heart cannot be lied to. Such is the truth, and such was my choice. I sealed my eyelids with a gaze of true sight. Now I see more and better. In this conversation, another test, a smile graces the Vizier's bluish lips. The tenants command us to prepare for all trials, corporeal and spiritual alike. Are you prepared? His mouth closes, but you can still hear his whisper. A prickling sensation in your face is making you increasingly anxious. You raise your hand to your cheek and only to realize you can't feel it. You look at your palm and see a few smudged drops from the Vizier's blade. Oh, we're going that route, are we? A strange, serene calm envelops your body. Your fatigue subsides and you seem to float in the air, seeing things you had not noticed before. The shadows in the corners taking on shape and color. The subdued lumen light playing the cultist bone masks. Are they really masks? They're tall, lean, empty-eyed wearers. Might as well be dead people. A chill runs down your spine. And what is the meaning of this? Your heart is beating slowly. Your breathing has become deeper and your thoughts are muddled. You seem to be under the influence of a potent stimulant. Look around the temple. One moment the walls of Death's sanctum grow infinitely wide. The next they are as narrow as to make it hard to breathe. The floor dances under your feet, and the undying Emperor's statue seems to shake its head threateningly as it looks down upon you. And what happens now? That is for you to tell me. You look at the Vizier, and his trembling frame seems so small and insignificant. A single step is all it would take to crush him. But the visions are starting to wear off, and now the old man towers over you. The keen gaze of his sealed eyes is studying your every movement, waiting for a response. Not as many choices as I thought we would have. I guess we'll go for the initiation. I shall become an initiate, a servant of death. A servant of death! Hiss the echoing whispers from the temple, and the Vizier bows his head reverently. You have become the blood of the flagship, and now you become one of his faithful servants. We may not name you a spinner, for a spinner's thread demands forsaking one's previous life, but the blood-spun web will still accept you. The tenants allow it, but only for a Daman who has followed the trailing blood until the end. Bada bing! Nice. Oh, now that is fucking cool, dude. Wow. Upon the ritual platform at the undying Emperor's feet, under the keen gaze of his dark, empty eye sockets, you feel completely insignificant. Surprisingly, the thick blood pouring from his hands onto your brow, chest, and shoulders is still warm. Don't like it at all? Yeah, I know, right? Bowed before his image, the Vizier assumes the ceremonial posture with incredible ease. Some heresy? I mean, hey man, they're worshiping the Emperor, that's what matters, right? You are slowly plunged into the darkness, to the sound of ritual trance and swooshing blades. Amid the noise of splashing blood and cultist whispers, you hear the words. Death has spoken your name, Dominant Hope. Death accepts you. Offer a prayer. Let's do that one. Each word consecrated to him echoes in your temples and chest. Your veins become hot. Your blood turns to liquid flame. You have no fear in you. A whisper seems to come from above, from the Emperor's lips of stone. I see you. Could the lingering intoxication still be playing tricks on your mind? Oh yeah. The strange rash you developed in the freight line's pestilence pits grows pale and scabs over. A healing grace descends upon you. The Vizier's voice grows suddenly thunderous and snaps you out of your reflections. Death has accepted you, Domina. Now and for all time, you are the Blood Warden and the Undying One's most venerable servant. I gotta admit, this is pretty awesome. Holy shit, what? Battle Trance. This ability costs 5 plus the character's level wounds to use. Divided by 2. Character removes blind, immobile, prone, slow, staggered, and stunned from themselves. This ability can be used even while stunned or prone. The character has no negative effects. They instead gain 1 AP and 4 MP. Well, shit. Can only be used once per combat and cannot be used during the first round. That's cool. Strange whispers brush against the edge of your hearing. You cannot make out the words spoken by this infinitely distant, yet infinitely powerful voice. You are not even certain whether you actually hear something or simply imagine it. I felt as if the God Emperor was watching me. Vizier of the blood-spun web. Too many! He comes during their time of service, in images of blood and whispers from the shadows. But remember that those are mere visions, for true death will not come for you until your time, and it will take your soul gently into his bony hands. Is the ritual complete? The ritual is complete, but you are not. He gestures for one of the cultists who are carefully holding a strange garment to come closer. For years we have maintained fealty to the dominant. We have collected sacred symbols and relics. You are the first in 3 generations of lord and ladies to grace this sanctum, and the first of them all to be initiated so. We are grateful. We are uplifted in spirit. Hear our exultation and accept the gift of this vestment sewn from the bones of his faithful with the threads of death. Plus strength bonus to wounds. Well, I mean, okay, cool. The cultists whisper prayers to the Undying One as they help you change your clothes and regain your faculties. Now that was cool. I'll fucking take it, dude. Do I actually have it on? I do not. Is it better? Yes. Absolutely. Okay, I'll lose a little bit of dodge, but that's okay. Because it gives me 10% dodge if I'm not in cover. And it also gives me strength bonus and wounds. Which kind of sucks because my strength is 30, but I guess that means I get 3 more HP. Right? 52? 55. There it is. Yep. Gives me more dodge. And more armor. Oh my god, look at it too, dude. Oh, that's so awesome. That is awesome. Armor trade-offs, yep. Yep, I think she can use this, right? No, she's got a better version. Hers gives 35 and 20. She's already got 95% dodge. What about you? No, it requires willpower to be high. Okay, so yeah, that's it. We'll throw that into cargo. Same with that one. Fuck that shit. That's awesome, dude. And it looks freaking cool as shit, too. Okay. All right, boys. Well, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to level up. So I'll be right back after these 2 messages from our break screen. Stay tuned for more right here at the Tango Hotel. And then we'll go kill some more Xenos scum. How about that? Sound good? Boys, we have returned. Yes, indeed. All right. Hope you guys are ready for this.
We shall
I know I am. All right, let's see what's
what is
up.
rightfully ours.
So, what else do we got going on here? Honored with your visit. First spinner. The shadow. Yes, many are frightened by your rituals that are rooted in blood and death. Many are blind, even with their eyes wide open. Thus spoke Matriarch Spider. Please look at things without seeing their essence, which makes them easy to beguile or frighten. We adorn the tunnels with bones of the righteous, that they may guard our faithful against corrupt deeds and thoughts. We use the blood of unholy ones for divination, so we may see dangers. The blood of martyrs is our wine, for their suffering makes us stronger. People are afraid, but only because they see death as the end. Death, however, is a beginning. It is life and duty and oblivion. Death has many facets. That is its essence. That is its beauty. Alright, sweet. Alright, do these guys have anything to say? No. Okay. Alright, so let's level. Skadoosh. The Master Tactician. Ooh. I can raise willpower again. I think I'm going to raise agility. Wasn't it? Wasn't it agility that I needed to raise? No, it was intelligence. Fuck. Intelligence is not on here. God dang it. Why is intelligence not on here? That's so weird. Oh, man. My willpower is 80. My toughness is 50. Everything else is a flat, so I should just... I guess we'll just... That makes me really angry. The fact that I can't... Because I want to raise my intelligence so it'll raise all my persuasion skills. So I guess we'll raise agility for... initiative. Because I can't raise perception either. Right? Initiative is perception and agility. Yeah. Whoops. Okay. So. Against all odds is pretty good. Nerves of Steel. Whenever the Master Tactician or their allies gain momentum, they gain +1 more. Whenever the Master Tactician loses or other allies... Ooh. So... Now here's an interesting thing. Oh, I see. It's 1 less. So you lose stacks? Oh no, that's momentum. So every time you gain momentum, you gain 1 more. Whenever you lose momentum, you gain 1 less. Okay, cool. All allies have +25% dodge against attacks made by allies, deal 25% less damage, and deal 50% less additional damage with critical hits. That seems really good too. Stack of the ally also heals 1 wound for every stack granted. That seems ridiculous. Whenever an ally grants the Master Tactician stacks of tactical advantage, so it has to be more than 1 stack. Is that right? Grenades and medkits cost 1 less action point to use. Ooh. Every critical hit scored by Master Tactician grants the momentum equal to resolve divided by 2. Works 3 times a turn. After Heroic Act is used for the very first time in combat, the Master Tactician's next archetype ability used will have its cost reduced to 0 AP on all subsequent uses until the end of combat. That's extra turns, by the way. I'm absolutely fucking grabbing that. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Oh my god, support the advance, dude. That means my freaking staff will cost less too. 1 less. Damn. Oh, dude. I mean, I cannot, because we use Heroic Axe all the time, right? When it's used for the very first time in combat, the Master Tactician's next archetype ability used will have its cost reduced to 0 AP. It doesn't say Master Tactician archetype ability. It says archetype ability. So that means if I use my archetype ability that allows me to give other people turns, every subsequent turn it'll be free. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hang on a second. So, I can't get Terminus to level 24. Okay. I should get stabilizing factor at some point. Yeah, I probably should. That one could be good. 15% chance to crit. I'll put a thing on that. I'm probably going to have to frickin' raise my intelligence this way. That makes me really angry, dude. Yeah, really angry. Yeah, look, I can't even raise intelligence here either. God, that sucks, dude. Why not? Look at that. It's because of this. It's because of the class. That's why. Man, that sucks, dude. I'm gonna have to do it through what you call it. You know. Anyway, Vanguard. What do we got? His toughness is 45. His strength is 50. Weapon skill is 55. Let's go weapon skill. We'll raise. I think we'll raise toughness after that. Most likely, yeah. Freaking shadow right there. Look at that. Whee! You can't see my hand. All right, so do you have anything that I want to get you? Hang on a second. What's your strength? 50? Okay. Yeah, weapon skill. Yeah, weapon skill goes up next. All right, so each stack of unyielding also increases armor and parry by 1%. Relentless big critical hits. What's this? They gain 10 air. Oh, that's kind of cool. 10% parry and armor if you have at least one temporary wound. %15 parry against enemies that consider the Vanguard priority. That one's probably going to be it because that means if I taunt, I can get him to parry them more. Okay, interesting. Once per round, whenever an enemy considers Vanguard enters the cell. Ooh, it's only once per round, though. Yeah, if it was every single one, it'd be crazy. Ooh, whenever an attack is made by allies, hit the Vanguard for the first time in a round, that attack deals no damage. That's really good. That's really good. So basically, I can just spew area of effect damage right on top of him. Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. We could give him more strength or more agility. Didn't we already give him Dueling Master? Seems actually pretty good too. %15 parry against enemies that consider him a priority target. Why don't I just get the other one? The one that just gives him straight 15% to parry. Bam. Nope, not that one. Dude, if I give him will not die, that's crazy. Yeah, dueling mastery, 15% bonus to parry. Bam, there it is. Alrighty, let's go. Arch militant. Whenever the Arch Militant or their ally uses a heroic act, the Arch Militant gains +1 damage and 10% to attack. It doesn't say it stacks. I bet you it does, though. Ooh, while under the effects. Ooh, damn. All right, which one? Every round, the first single target ability used by an ally on the March Militant grants +1 action point to that ally. Okay. It's close quarters training. There we go. That's the one I want. Yep, that's what we're getting. Okay. Her weapon skill or ballistic skill is 65. Dude, give me more ballistic skill. More BS, more BS. Let's go, baby. Okay, so. Using a stratagem on a backline. I haven't gotten a stratagem yet, have I? No. So. One random unknown stratagem and can use it till the end of combat for 0 AP. What is the stratagem? Overwhelming stratagem. I think I might grab that. Improve strategy. At the start of combat. That seems like a good one. Because it'll always mean, even if I never get another one and I just get powers and shit, she'll always have at least one every time. Mm-hmm. Supporting zone. Ooh, regardless of distance. Damn. Perilous ways might be the way to go. Oh, dude. That might actually be pretty good. Unblinking Stare, suffer 6 damage and from all attacks of opportunity and cannot dodge them. Enemies have their armor reduced by -18. The reduction is increased by the devastating parameter of the Navigator's staff and does not stack. Okay. That's kind of cool. And +1 fellowship for every Navigator talent or Navigator power taken. It would be nice if it told me what her stuff was right now. That'd be great. That'd be real freaking nice. None of this really helps her at all. Not particularly. And most of these just kind of suck because it's like... Stratagem, using a stratagem. All allies in the combat area with the grand strategy. Yeah, so. All combat tactic bonuses are increased by 4%. Every time combat tactics area is affected by a stratagem, all allies in that area gain 1 MP for the following turn. Okay, stacks. Using a stratagem. Okay. I think it's improvised strategy. I think that's what we're going for. Bam. Yeah, let's do that one. All right, so her perception is 65. Fellowship is 50. Willpower is 70. Toughness is 35. Let's give her toughness. Bam, 69 HP, baby. Yeah, I'm super mad I can't get intelligence. That kind of sucks. Because it means that basically I can never improve these without stacking other stuff on top of them. Yep. Assassin! Okay, what are we doing? A new opening is created. For each use of aim for opening on the same target reduces the dodge and dodge reduction. Assassin gains chance to deal max wounds. Ooh, when hitting an opening. That's kind of cool. Is there anything else? Keep your distance. Whenever an assassin has more than one adjacent enemy, any enemy that moves into a cell adjacent must pass or fall prone and become immobilized. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Every time they hit an opening, 3% damage. Ouch. I didn't know it actually did damage. Yeah, I really didn't. Now here's the question. Do I give her, say, dueling mastery? Grenadier could actually be useful for her because she gets right up in their faces, right? Swift movements. Nimble's also another good one. Let's do nimble. More dodge. Yeah, let's do more dodge. And weapon skill. It's got really good agility. Let's do weapon skill. And last but not least, El Sniperino. Okay, more ballistic skill? Yeah, I should say so. Ballistic skill it is. Pierce armor. Scores spare the spoils. Whenever an ally kills prey, the bounty hunter gains half the bonuses. That's pretty cool, actually. That's really good. Kills prey, they gain additional 2 AP. 9 crit chance. Nice. I could give her Drukhari equipment. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be as good, though. You know what I mean? So let's do Expert Finesse. Immediately reloads their weapon and attacks the closest enemy in line of sight. There you go. Boom. Nice. Sexy. Okay. Let's also...
The Divine watches over us.
Yeah, I'm not really interested overly much. There might be more to loot in here somewhere.
Unexpected result.
Oh, nice. Loot! Spinner's Blade, Blood Pact. Nine to 10. Crimson Rage. What is this? The wielder could suffer damage equal to 25% of their maximum wounds to regain 1 AP. This can be used multiple times per turn as long as the wielder has at least 50% wounds. Bro. So, give this to her? Yes. Good to me. The knife grants its wielder a special ability called Crimson Rage. Interesting. One-handed, Spinner's Blade, Death Cult gains. The wielder's critical hit chance for each attack they make stacks until the end of the round. That's kind of cool. So we'll do this and that. Nice. Very cool. Go ahead and throw that back in the cargo. Looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, hell yeah. She doesn't really get temporary wounds, so we'll just leave that be.
At
some point it might come in handy.
Path to glory.
At some point. The spinner, his face covered in carved, bleeding glyphs, makes a respectful gesture of invitation. Let me show you the way, Daman. Indeed. Take me to the enforcer in charge of the freight line. I do have business with him. Like, there's still loot everywhere down there, but I'm not sure if I want to actually take the time to do it. What I might do is I might come back when I'm not streaming and just grab all of it for shits and giggles. Right? Because, I mean, like, that's quite a bit of loot just laying around, so. Captain Renzo has acquired a few wounds since your last conversation. Half his ear is gone. And you notice he is wearing bloodied bandages under his uniform. Seeing you, he quickly injects himself with a stimulant and straightens. How may I serve you, Lord Captain? Were you in a shootout? Yes, there's been a raid by a local gang. On a local gang, we finally cleared out the scoundrels who were smuggling goods to neighboring compartments. No one escaped. Permits himself a brief smile of satisfaction. Alright, enforcers have been appropriating ration cards from workers returning from their shift. Why is that? Are you short on provisions? The compartment has just enough food to avoid starvation, Lord Captain. This is why enforcers are making sure that no serf has more cards than they're supposed to. They used to rip out people's tongues for it, but I reduced the punishment to simply beating the thieves and confiscating all their cards. The orders are to give these cards to workers who are starving due to lack of work shifts. Not that it helps them much, but it's better than nothing, he scoffs. Are the enforcers guilty of misappropriating the confiscated items? Yes. Do those caught stealing receive severe punishment? Absolutely. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I have finished inspecting the bay. The captain raises a wary eyebrow. Will there be any orders based on the inspection's conclusions? Why does that have a check mark? Oh. Wow. Servitorize them. Damn. Like, I love how the freaking heretical, chaos-driven stuff is literally the freaking same logic that's used by progressives and SJWs. The source of all the compartment's woes are hunger and poverty, which is driving those people to commit petty crimes. Gotta love that, right? Huh. I mean, the thing about it is like, I half want to do this because it would probably make everything better, but I want dogmatic points, to be quite honest. Okay. Only harsh measures will bring order to this bay. Establish an execution quota. Strip all corrupt officers of their rank and burn away all crime. Any idlers will be given a job, and if they cannot do anything useful, servitorize them. Organize mandatory sermons and spread the word of faith. The captain nods eagerly. Will do! We will increase the pressure of the untrustworthy element. Conduct searches and interrogations to uncover criminals. We will herd the rabble to prayer services and remind them of your ladyship's law as a stern one. Nice. The Emperor's Light gained the ability of faultless transport. The flagship's weapons deal 5% more damage and have a 5% crit chance. By virtue of strict discipline, the freight line delivers munitions with only minimal delay. The crews and artillery bays now have more time to calibrate and maintain ship's weapons. Fuck yeah! I've been told the next bay has a labor shortage. We are going to deploy our workforce reserve there, in shackles if need be. Alright, I was attacked! Frenzo lets out a menacing growl as his face is filled with blood. Who dared? I encountered mutants in the Pestilence Pit. They seem to be under influence of unholy powers. You went into the Pestilence Pit? You? Into the Pestilence Pit? He stares off into the distance as he speaks. Pardon, Lord Captain, I just can't begin to find words I would use if I had to tell the Master-at-Arms that you had perished in there. He rubs his temples wearily. The enforcers do regular checks to see if there are any dangerous, blight-stricken rejects hiding at the bottom of the bay. I implore you, Lord Captain, leave this job to us. Very well. Be steadfast, good young man. All right. Wait. Are we done here? I think we're done here. Lord Captain, here to report your orders have been carried out. The compartment is already operating according to new procedure. Awesome. Fucking execution quotas, man. That's freaking cool. Okay, are we, yeah, let's get out of here. Wait, hang on, what's down here? No. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huddled them bastards up, didn't we? Let me see. Wasn't there another door over here? Yep. Servitorize them. Damn right. Yeah, here we go. I mean, the Sinistral did say not to touch anything, and I did not listen to him, of course.
The strain has taken its toll.
Everybody fails. Everybody fails.
Nothing's impossible for this
Yay,
old officer.
we got it.